All right. So pretty much, so there are different things in the community that could help us, in growing money. I've talked about the social system, gone by different names, people call it a job, all of that. Uh, I've talked generally about the fact that we need to separate out the seed from the bread in everything that we make. And the seed needs to be sown. That's what makes us rich, right? We need to have a plan for our money. Otherwise, other people will have plans for it and will leave us poor, right? What you don't plan for cannot work for you, right? Like we say, if you don't plan to succeed, you are to fail. If you don't have a plan for your money, then you are planning that your money will not work for you, you know. So there is what we call, I've said, the assistance system, the general of putting seed. There's also what I saw, back in before 2008 bust. People were setting up what we call the investment club. Those are also ways by which people can help one another to grow money. Even though most of them, those investment clubs then were targeted towards the stock market when it was booming. But it need not just be for that. It could be for, investment as a whole, right? Where people share ideas and help one another, to grow, So I am a life development coach. So I get to do this every time, I talk about money June of every year. So June is here approaching this week. So I would be talking about money. That's all I do in the month of June. I know when I first started, some people thought I was a sinner to talk about money, but I guess people have come embrace the idea more and let the hypocrisy, So God helping us, we will be sharing our money the whole of June here, and we'll all learn together and grow together. But those are different ways by which we get to learn from the community on how to grow money, right? And I guess just to embrace the point also is when we come in a place where we're being affected by our community, or when we start growing money, as it were, there are two possible dispositions that it could eat us with, which is what I think Martha tried to talk about. That it's the fact that if you do everything else around money, but you don't work on your mentality, your mindset around it, you could still be plagued by a demon of what we call the poverty mentality. Because being rich is not just having a physical wealth in your bank account, is that you're rich in your mind, you're rich in your thinking, you're rich in your spirit, right? The word prosperity is the flow of everything that is good. It's being in the flow of everything that is good, not just money. It's being in the flow of everything that is good. So when we're talking here about a financial blessing, having money to be your friend, what we're talking about is being in a place where you are prospering in all things, right? Like if you have money and you're sick, that's no riches itself, right? What we look at here is a totality of your being, right? And for you to be rich in the totality of your being, your mindset has to be right. You cannot have a poverty mindset and you have a lot of money. That money will go at the end of the day, right? So that's what we talk about. When a person who knows about money meets someone who doesn't know about money, all the money in the person who doesn't know about money will get exchanged to the person who knows about money. Money comes to those who know about money, right? Not those who have struggled, right? Money has wings. It tends to fly away from those who are come into it without the requisite knowledge and respect for money, right? So we're talking about the need to be rich in your mindset. Otherwise, what's going to happen is that one will have either an inferiority complex or a superiority complex, right? What you really want to be is what someone coined an interiority complex, being yourself, not comparing yourself to others, either that you have more than them or you have less than them. The place of balance is you just want to be yourself, be a fulfilled person. It's not about how much you have more than someone else, but the fact that you have the resources that you need for the things that you have defined as success for your own life, right? So it's being able to afford the things that define success for you, not whether you are richer than brother A, sister B, or whoever. It's that you are rich enough to the quality of life that you have defined for yourself as success. That is what we're talking about, you know. So you don't want to be plagued by a superiority or a inferiority complex, because those are evil demons. Those are demons on their own, which will always tend to push us to serve money. Remember, we said last week, the right association with money is that money is our servant, right? If money is not our servant, then we don't have a right association with money. When money is not our servant, that is when the love of money is the root of all evil. When money is our servant, the love of money is not the root of all evil. It's not, there's nothing wrong in loving money, right? There's only a problem with loving money if that money is your master, right? All right, that's about all I have to share. I'm going to shut it down. Since I can't hear Toba to hear any question, I'm just going to assume everything is okay. Toba, is that a good assumption? I will cover everything well.
It's okay.
It's okay, huh?
It's okay, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Right. I can hear you now. I can hear you loud and clear.